All right, so hey guys, probably the coldest night. It's Tuesday, the 8th of April. I guess about 8:30. Most of the guys that I hike with are still here. I'm getting ready to pull out. I don't think I'm going to wait for them. I don't usually have breakfast. So I'll just pull out and start walking. We'll all catch up to each other. Today we're heading from Muskrat Shelter to Carter Shelter. It's about 12 miles, but it should be pretty good. We got one big hill called Standing Indian. And yeah, and then we'll roll out on the Carter. And that'll be the end of the day. But let's see what kind of views we can get in the meantime. And yeah, on down the road. The journey continues. So like I was just saying, I just left out of the campsite. You can still see the shelter right there. These are some of the challenges that you deal with when you're on the trail that aren't probably the most enjoyable. So it's cold. I just got to mention it's cold. My pants are damp. My hands are cold. And I got to walk through this somehow without getting too wet, because that's the AT. The AT does provide. It provides good, and it provides not so good. Here yesterday, remember crossing this little bridge right here? So the water's flowing still pretty good. That reminds me I need to get water before I leave. All right, guys, on down the road we go. So as I walk along this morning, I was gonna do a little recap. So I got into the shelter yesterday. It was kind of a quiet. I think everybody was tired from the day before or something. We got in and had some dinner. I'll have to show you all about that sometime. The mountain house. I had spaghetti and meatballs with marinara sauce. And then what I did is I threw in a chicken packet, a buffalo wings spice chicken packet. And that was pretty good. And I finally got to sleep, or finally got into bed. By the time I got into bed, this other dude comes right up next to me and wants to put his tent down and everything. I'm like, okay, that's cool, you know. Hey, you know, just all trying to kind of have the same mentality here, just trying to get through, and whatever you need, man. You need that space right there, go for it. Knocks one of my guide wires down, and not a big deal. Throw my long johns on, because by this time I get out and I fix it, get back in. Find it more comfortable not to sleep with anything on except my top. I slept with my top on and this little light gray jacket that I wear. And he snored all night, but hey, you know, earplugs did okay, I guess. Not really. Got moving this morning. It's cold. My right foot's soaked. My left foot needs a little time to get warmed up. It's a cold day. My left foot, right? And so today should be an easy day. We're gonna get up Indian stand. Standing Indian. And yeah. So overall, like I said, just getting this cold morning started, and looking forward to some views, accepting what's around me, driving forward. You know, another thing of looking at, another way of looking at this is like you're on 4-day little hiking, camping trips. Because about every 4 days, I'm thinking we can get into a hostel and get refreshed. So it's not like you're out here for 150 days straight. You get little breaks here and there, which are kind of comforting, because when you're sitting, you're thinking, oh my gosh, you know, it's not that bad. I mean, it's got to go like 30 nights or something. Like I said, the night times are always the most difficult for me. Hiking's the best part of being out here. That sleeping's for the birds. I could probably do without eating too, but of course you have to do all those to keep the motor running. So, but yeah, just getting started, getting rolled up, getting warmed up. All right, on down the trail, guys. Spring. And if you don't care about getting your feet wet, then this is not a big deal. But if you're gonna try to do this one-handed with no trekking poles, let's see if I can keep them falling down. Get some of this action on video. All right. Not too much further. All right, that must be the 11th spring. Oh, drop my glove. 12th spring, 15th spring. Oh, I just came up on this spring. Gotta be looking way up yonder. I don't know if this. Really did much justice. Pretty cool. All right, so this is where me and my wife started in 2011. Trying to do all of Georgia, and I don't remember the parking lot being such a hardball, but maybe it was like this. But it doesn't look the same, but I verified that pole back there. I verified the number on it, and that's the same spot. So everything from here is going to be new. The day has warmed up, and so it's still breezy. Maybe that's why I got my overshirt on still. This is the beginning of tackling Standing Indian, which is up yonder. And so yeah, everybody's taking a chill break. I think I'm gonna move on. And I did call the Grove Hostel, which is in Franklin. And I'm trying to get a room there. You text them and then I guess they text you back or something. Because I called them and then I got a text from them. Anyhow, so yeah, I'm hoping to get a room there in 2 days, 3 days? Today, tomorrow, and the next day. So yeah, having a great time, man. Got to get through them cold moments though, Moon. Whew, those times aren't fun. Anyhow, but it's the journey, man. It's kicking. All right, laters. All right, guys, so made it up to Standing Indian Shelter. Gonna do a little lunch here with the rest of the guys. Got my sleeping bag out. We're gonna get that dried off a little bit, just a little damp from last night. And yeah, so it was a good break. I got my room reserved at the Grove for the 10th. That's a good thing. So yeah, Franklin should be fun. That's where I was gonna take my first zero, so I'm kind of missing that I didn't do that. But anyways, Hiawassee didn't have much to offer, but Franklin's got some funness to offer. Yeah, I like that funness. Getting up the hill wasn't that bad. It was a little leveling off, a lot of leveling off and stuff. So it was a good hike up the hill. Still got some miles to do, but gonna throw some grub down and start hiking. All right, later.
And that's a synthetic fill on that one as well, right? Or is it down?
I think you can get either or, but
Okay.
I got synthetic on mine.
Gotcha.
I think I.
It's a little sphincter.
What'd you say?
So it's like a little sphincter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you're like, what's the purpose of it opening up at the bottom? Just to give your feet like some flow through, or?
Yeah, get some air.
Well, what I found out was that you can connect the bags to another bag.
So, and if it's warm, you can just open it into a quilt.
Yeah.
Just like a
That's
quilt.
what I've been doing.
And then let's say you're like Darren there, and you're going to do some colder weather stuff in your camper. You know, bring that if you want. Bring that out with you.
I also have a outdoor research liner for it.
Got you.
Keep all my dirty parts away from the actual pack, And inside there, I keep my long johns, and a pair of wool socks.
Put it all down on the base.
That way, when I'm sleeping, if my feet, it's already down at the bottom, and
Is that the 20 degree as well?
that one you.
Yeah, mine's the same, just purple on the outside.
I'll be upgrading them.
Oh, you have the same pack? I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
same bone.
Yeah. That should be it. That was the only thing I cheated on. That and the raincoat. I got to replace it.
I don't know. I don't think I need anything else. Really. The red raincoat is starting to fray around the hood, though. It's pretty old.
Down there.
See ya, trail.
See ya. Picking up 2 different coats. Be costly.
You're gonna do what?
I need a new puppy coat, but I might also need a new raincoat. So
Oh.
we're gonna see.
That's the top of Standing Indian. Oh, look at this view.
Yeah.
I'm sure this camera doesn't do. Oh my God, look at that valley down there. Oh my gosh. All right, so coming down the backside of Standing Indian Mountain. Should be a pretty smooth day now. I guess pretty much everything we were seeing before Standing Indian Mountain is what we're going to see the rest of the day. All little inclines here and there. Muddy rivers, muddy streams, muddy trail. thought this area was kind of cool. You know, you walk along so much. Hike along, walk along, and something about the terrain just kind of grabs you. And you're like, oh, this is different. You know? So I was walking along, thinking, and I was thinking I wanted to go over the gear. Like, so last night, got down to 30. I had tested this one day in San Antonio. I had tested sleeping in the backyard, and I think it got down to 28 that night or something in San Antonio. But nonetheless, so last night, I slept in, started off by sleeping with nothing on the bottom. I was sleeping with no clothes on, but I had this shirt on, and then I had that pullover that y'all see me wear. And by the end of the, I guess the middle of the night sometime, I ended up putting my Merino Tech long johns on. My socks, I have some wool socks or something, maybe wool socks. And then I added my puffy. And you know, I got my beanie cap out, but I was like, why do I really need the beanie cap? Because my pullover has like a hoodie. So that thing kept falling off anyway, so I just ended up using a hoodie on the pullover. I slept pretty good. I guess around 4, I thought, man, I got about 3 more hours of sleep. I kept tossing and turning, so I took a half a trazodone. Well, that worked pretty good. Man, at the beginning I'd take them and they don't seem to be working right away. So, anyhow, didn't wake up until I think 7:30, 7:40. That's kind of late. I like to get up around 7. Get the day started by 7:30. So yeah, got about another 5 miles to go. Carter Gap Shelter, where we're headed. And yeah. Nothing else going on today. So, anything comes up, I'll let y'all know. Laters. You know what I'm starting to notice about North Carolina and Georgia is, I guess their trail club is maybe not as popular in North Carolina as in Georgia. Because you get a lot of these blowdowns like this, and a lot of times your trail clubs will come in and clear all that up off the trail. I've been seeing a lot more of that here in North Carolina than when we were in Georgia, because Georgia's a more popular part of the AT, with everybody coming to Amicalola and stuff like that, so maybe their trail club is a little bit more popular. But yeah, just a small something I've been noticing. Not a bad thing. I mean, shoot, we can get through anything. But anyhow, waiting to come up on a spring so I can camel up and fill up. Terminology camel up is used to drink a buttload of water while you're at the source. top off your water bottle or whatever you got, and then move on. Well, there's the water source. Like everybody's filling up and moving on. Cool little area. Oh, yeah. This one ought to be interesting. If I can do this without falling down. Whoa! Almost. Try it again. I gotta get to that one. Oh, we got this.
All right.
Well, hey guys, so we're all set up here at Carter Gap Shelter. Shelter is actually up yonder that way, right there. And there's so many people up there. I think we've all decided to kind of hang down in this area here. So we got a little fire going. All our tents are up. There's my tent. We got a tent there. And yeah. So it was nice to get in at a nice time. It's really nice right now, so it's really nice to get in. And there's some more people over yonder. That's also the way to the water. So if you needed water, that was really convenient, because all I had to do was just go whoop, right over that hill, and I guess it was maybe, I don't know, 50 yards down the hill, so that wasn't bad. Yeah, so anyways, that's about it, and it's going to close out this day. Unless there's some good stuff around the fire I need to feel like I need to show. So anyways, I hope you're enjoying the videos. If there's any content that you'd like to see, I mean, you know, go for it. Let me know in the comments. And all right, so until maybe the morning when we ship off to where are we going? Winding Stair Gap Shelter. I think is where we're going. Yep. All right, guys, laters.